Fox News alert, charges have just been dropped against the Colbert Nine, the group of Democrat insurrectionists who worked on the Late Show and were arrested for breaching the Capitol building last month. Fox News congressional correspondent Chad Pergram has the latest. Chad.
Good evening, Jesse. Well, charges dropped by the feds for the Colbert Nine. Capitol Police arrested them after they were found at night in a House office building recording comedy skits. But now the U.S. Attorney for Washington, D.C. says it would be hard to make the charges stick. So the charges are out. Among those busted originally, Robert Smigel. He voices Triumph, the insult comic dog. Capitol Police charged the Colbert Nine with trespassing last month. The cops kicked out the comedy team earlier in the day after they tried to cover the 1-6 committee hearing. The House Radio TV Gallery already denied credentials for Colbert's crew. That's because they're entertainment, not news. But a congressional aide let them back in later in the day. The same police officers who booted the production team then found them at 8:30 at night. You cannot be inside the Capitol complex after hours without a credential. Fox is told this frustrates the Capitol Police, but police say they respect the move. Still, this undercuts law enforcement as they try to secure the Capitol after the riot. Jesse?
Thanks a lot, Chad. The person responsible for dropping these charges is U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, Matthew Graves, who was appointed by Joe Biden and works for the Attorney General. Turns out he's also the prosecutor investigating January 6th. Is he giving those guys the same treatment? Let's turn to Ned Ryan, American Majority founder and CEO. All right, Ned. Can you believe it? Charges dropped against the Colbert Nine.
It's unbelievable hypocrisy by Graves. You're right, he is prosecuting the January 6th protesters. And to highlight the hypocrisy, more than 200 people have been charged, have pled guilty to parading on January 6th, which is a petty offense Class B misdemeanor. Even though they walked through open doors in front of police, were not asked to leave, yet Graves has actually recommended charges and sentencing of 60 to 90 days in jail. But not with Colbert. There was unlawful entry misdemeanor. It's all been dropped. It could have been up to 180 days in jail. But Graves didn't think that it was worth pursuing. Because again, Jesse, I think this highlights what I think a lot of people have started to realize, but I want to make this point. We have a bifurcated legal system here in this country, in which if you have the wrong political views or the wrong political connections, you have the book thrown at you. But if you have the right connections, everything gets dropped, and it's just a shrug as you walk away. And this is a serious problem in this country, because one of the fundamental foundational aspects of our republic is the equal application of the law. We're all stand equal before the law. The law is equally applied. But when the law becomes a political tool to punish political enemies, all bets are off.
All right. Ned, thank you so much. And we're still going to pursue comic The Insult Dog's mugshot.